Hi there everyone, it's Farmer Bob here. Welcome back to my channel, man. Great to be back, guys, with the very first map making video. Well, I won't really call it a map making video, but yeah, it's very close to that in any ways. Yeah, welcome to my channel, guys. If this is your first time, do please subscribe and like and comment and also hit the bell, all those nice things. Thank you so much. Wonderful, guys. Very first empty flat map for FS25. I've just created one from one of the in-game maps. I think I used the US one and created as a start flat map that you can build your own map on. So here it is. Everything is built into it. As you can see, if you open the map in editor 10, you'll find that it's a flat piece of grass where you can build your own map on. Now I've left a lot of the stuff in just under the ground. I'll show you now what I'm talking about, just to make things a bit more easy, so that it's confusing as it is already for us to learn all the new tricks and stuff from the editor. But there, as you can see, it's a huge flat ground surface covered with no grass, but the grass texture. That's all it is. And when you go under the map, you'll see I've left a few things in there, like the signs and stuff that you might want to use, some train tracks and whatever, but that's all under. And then what I've done, you'll see in gameplay, the collectibles, I've left that in there, so you can, it's under the map. All these things are under the map. So the collectibles, if you want to have collectibles in your map, you can just spread these all over the map, one at a time, place them as anywhere. It works the same as in FS22, so you just put them here, hide them somewhere in the map. Destroyable objects, I've left that in for you. Very nice. These rocks are destroyable, so there they are. You can now place these destroyable rocks somewhere, so I left those in for you. And what I've done is I've just sort of dragged them up to 150 underground. You know, that's why the Y translate for that main transform is at -150. So if you want to use any of these things, just remove the -150 and then place all of them somewhere on your map, and delete the ones you don't want to use. Alright, fields, I've left you one field as usual, so you can build from there. And the field, you'll see it's up in the air. It doesn't really matter. It is on the ground. If you go in game, it is on the ground and it is showing there. And the stuff has changed quite a bit. I haven't figured out the fields yet, or looked at the fields yet, how to work with the fields. So that will be on another video, next video. And obviously all the stuff that I learn or figure out, I will make videos on how to do. Map boundaries I've left in place, so we don't have to worry about those. They're all up there on the sides. All right, and then map ends. Yeah, the map ends. I actually forgot about the map ends. These ones we can actually delete. They are these little signboards, you know, if you press F like that there. So you can actually just delete the map ends. If you don't use them, delete it. You know, it doesn't really matter. The NPC spots are very important. Those are your new NPCs in the game. That's like Grandpa, the helper, the forester, the animal dealer, and the farmer. So you can now just drag these all over the map. I have zeroed them all, so they will be standing in the map wherever the icon is for them. So all you do is you'll move these about on your map. Just Control B, the whole transform group. Place them somewhere where you want to use them. They are part of the map now, so if you don't want to use them, I suppose the NPC in your farmland and also the NPC in your NPC list will have to change, and then you just remove those and remove the ones that you don't want to use. Like if you don't want Grandpa, then remove Grandpa from your NPC list. If you open your map folder, you'll see there's a config folder. In FS25, we now work with the config folder, and all the XML files that sets up the map is in here. Like the AI system collectibles, that's the collectibles I was talking about. Color grading, we're all used to. Environment, as there's a few things that's changed in there. I haven't worked through that, but your latitude is still there, and you know, so I just want to leave this open. Stop that. Keep, yes. All right. Just want to minimize that again. Farmlands, like I said, farmlands, I've left all the farmlands in, but just edit them out. That's what I've done. I put one farmland in, and I've painted the whole map as farmland 1 for you already, and now you can paint your own farmland. And so you, in default farm player or default player, you already own the whole map if you leave it as is. So Grandpa owns the whole entire map. And then the rest of the stuff, obviously, I've just left out. So if you want to use them, just unblank them and use them. But remember to paint them into the map. Because if you now enable Farmland ID 2, obviously you know you will have to come into Farmland. If you open there, you'll have to come into Farmland, which is there, and then paint Farmland 2 and put that down where you want Farmland 2 to be. Alright, so that, I suppose everyone that do map making will know that, but all these tips and stuff is coming in the next videos, a series that will obviously be map making for Farming Simulator 25, and we will get stuck with that as soon as possible. Wonderful. Great, so that is the Farmland. And the NPCs, we've talked about those. The splines, I've left you a spline of each, as always. Traffic splines, left you one spline, there it is. Alright, and you can make it visible to play with, there, if you want to play with it. If you don't want to use it, the reason I leave one spline is you can duplicate this spline now and create new splines from that. Or just use the existing one and duplicate that and duplicate that and duplicate that until you have all your splines set up. And remember, your splines work same as in FS22, one huge circular network. So every start needs an end and every end needs a start, so that forms one huge big loop. If there's one piece out of the loop, the spline doesn't work. Still the same thing. Parked cars, guys, I've left all of them in for you. So you can just drop them anywhere. Each of these nodes is just a blank empty node. If you press F, come out there, there's nothing at the node, but in game this node represents a parked car. So parked car is in there. There's a lot of them, so I've left them in there. Just drop them anywhere you want, and each of those represents a different car. They're not all the same, obviously. So some of them are the same. Unfortunately, I think if you look at attributes, you might find what car it is. If you go into window, attributes, let's have a look there. Attributes is already open, not attributes. Is it material editing? I can't remember now. User attributes, man. User attributes. Where's the user attributes? Do we have user attributes? Ah, that is now a good question. I honestly don't see user attributes. So we'll have to see where they've put the user attributes now. Probably something different. Mesh viewing, particular prefabs. Everything's so new still, guys, but we'll get to that. Don't stress about it. We'll get to it in new videos. AI splines, same thing. I've left you one AI spline. Now, the difference between an AI spline and a normal traffic spline is absolutely nothing. There is no difference. I'm not too sure. I might be talking trash, but I can verify that. And if there is a difference, we'll talk about that in a new splines video. Pedestrian, same thing. Left one loop for you to play with. And static groups, these are the NPC positions, shop clerks, some stuff there. If you want to use them, you can use. If you don't use, delete, as always. Great, so that is our splines. And trigger markers, that's just an empty node. The vehicle shop, how that works nowadays. The vehicle shop transform is at 0. Then you have the trigger and the two places. You can have 2, you can have 3, it doesn't matter how many you have, but this is the spawn places for your vehicles. Now the placeable, what I could figure out so far is if you open the placeable XML, here you go. The shop does not show itself in the map XML anymore. The shop is now only a item that you drop down in the map i3D. There it is. The shop, this whole trigger vehicle shop thingamabob is the shop, and then it sort of looks like it's only placed via a pre-placed thing with a code. So that is, I think, the game script that sees this pre-placed selling station vehicles, and this code represents the whole shop. So I've tested this shop. It works in game, no problem. You can buy vehicles there and it will pop up, and it does also have an icon here where the shop is. You see there's the shop icon. So this icon appears on your map, and the spawn places, as in FS22, you can move them about, and each one of these has a start and an end. So your vehicles will be spawning between those 2 points. It's the same as the bale spawn, the same as those pallet spawn, those things, you know. So yeah, no difference in that. Right, that's the vehicle shop. But like I say, new videos will come for map making, and we'll tackle one of these things at a time, make a video on it, you know, for instance, how to install the shop on your map. We'll do those one at a time. Right, collectible spread over the map. I might have duplicated this. It seems like I have. Oh, that's a fault on my side, guys. You can delete this one little thingamaboppy. You don't need that. Destroyable objects we've done. I think for some reason I hope this is not my zipped one. I've duplicated them. Oh my word. Alright, fields. There it is, guided to as NPC. For some reason I've duplicated them in this version. If it's the one that you're downloading, just delete the ones you don't need. That really doesn't matter. So a lot of the stuff I've left in the map folder. The background, obviously, I've left just to make the map nice. Railroads, I've left a few for you there, but they're all under the map, so they won't be visible. If there is stuff you want to use in it, like usual, just paste it and modify it. If you don't like it, just delete it. This is not the working rail. This is just the actual visual parts of it. The working rail, as in FS22, is part of your train system. And the train system, I have actually, let me just go to the XML for FS22, the FS25, that's mods, that's my XML. If we now go to FS25, will be there, and then we go there, and then we go into maps, map US, it's the map I've used, and then that's the XML for it, config and placeables. There it is. So if you look at your very first placeable, there is always your train system. You'll see that on the XML is there, train system, and then train system XML. So it's still the same as in FS22. Got your maps, map US train system. What was it now? Oh, I've already forgotten. Map US train system. Why didn't I see it there? Oh my word. Was it placeables? I think it was placeables. Yeah, it's data placeables, map US, guys. Sorry, man, that's where it is. So it's not the maps folder, it's the data placeables and then map US. So there's your 3 maps once again. US and then train system will be in there. That's the same, like I say, there's your i3D for it. The XML loads this i3D, and Bob's your uncle, you can modify this i3D to your heart's content. Just remember to zero the i3D when you finished with your changes. Yeah, you'll just go through the lot. The stuff you don't want, just chuck it out, delete it, and then have fun, guys. That is my start map for FS22. It's a rough one. I've built this one myself from editing the normal in-game map, but once the editor is now fixed and we can export maps, I will do a proper start map. Although this is a proper start map, it's just been very, how can I say, it's a very first edition of it. It's a good word. A very first edition, guys. So yes, in the video description will be a download link for it. You can also go onto my website. The link for my website is also in the video description. And to get to the video description, obviously, you will go into one of my videos, like this one, for instance. If I open this video up, and now we first need to get past all the adverts. There you go. Everybody. And then if you click more, you will find all my links in here. There's my website, my content, if you want to download stuff. And then obviously, more important, if you want to support me on Patreon or on PayPal. That's very important, guys. Excellent, man. Yeah, thanks you so much, guys. I hope you enjoy. Do remember to like and subscribe and share. And you can get to the link. This is the what it looks like in my Nexus Mod profile. So my website will have the link for this. Also, this link will also be in the video description, as I showed you just now. It will be there in this video, not the one I've just showed you. Obviously, this was not the video. This was Editor 10 release video. Wonderful, man. Well, guys, a lot of jaw flapping has been going on, and thank you for watching. I do appreciate your support, and also liking the videos, also sharing it. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful, fantastic week. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.